Hello, welcome. This is Pamela, the Stampin' Pink Rose. We're going to wait in a second. It's not quite time. I hope everybody is having a great day and are enjoy stamping and loving the celebration items. I know I've been having a ball playing with them, and I did a blog yesterday and I commented about the fact that I can't figure out which is cuter, the ladybug or the awesome otter. I don't know what you think, but I would always love to hear from your thoughts on what you love. I'm going to switch in a minute. I'm going to switch in a minute on the camera angle. And so bear with it because the sound I'm going to probably take down right now because otherwise, when I bring the other one in, you're going to have a heck of a noise. So I'm going to bring it in and then I've got some things to show you. And then we're going to start creating and we're using the catching butterflies and the drive-by. All right, so now I'm going to put us on mute. I'm going to get it down there. Okay, and inner studio. Okay, so getting a split screen is what you're getting at the moment. Now what I got to do is see. Yep. One of these does it. Not the one I want. Well, I'm going to remove myself. So. All right, now. Let's see. I'm going to put this up. I know you're not looking at anything in particular at the moment. So if I'm making you dizzy, I apologize. Okay, now you're seeing the keyboard. Now I'm moving the laptop. All right. All right, I have some cards to show you real quick. You're not going to get to see them very long. These are the online classes. And if you're wondering why I'm going StreamYard and doing this setup that I'm doing, which seems totally different, it's because of the fact that I think I can adjust everything a little easier. And right now, because I've got my laptop off to my right, I can see exactly what I'm showing you. So I can hopefully make sure everything's going the right direction. All right. This is my online classes. You have till Friday. You have 3 choices. So I'm going to go over them real briefly, and then I'm going to show you the cards. One is you have a chance for the tutor roll. You have a chance for the kit only, which everything is pre-cut. Or you have the choice of the kit and the stamp set. Now, on the latter one, if you and everything, so watch to make sure you are getting the correct one. Make sure on the tutor roll it is coming out straight tutor roll and you're not getting the other. So you have 3 choices and you can find them under my class site over there under events. So if you go under events, you'll find the class of online class of 2022. And if you go in there, then the top one is these classes. You will make 2 designs with 4. You'll have 4 different designs. You'll make 2 cards each. All right, let me show you real quick. Now I just have to adjust the camera. So now let me see. Okay. Now, and I apologize if I'm making you dizzy. I just got to figure out which way. All right, maybe. Let's see. Okay, good. Now we're doing better. Okay, so now it's upside down. So let me turn it. Now let's see. Are we better? We are. There we go. See, now this is what I mean by I can see it. Okay, so there's card 1. There's card 2. There is, and my mat just turned. There is card 3. And I'm sticking with kind of a theme of February is Valentine's. Now I'm taking them away. Valentine's. And I'm thinking of the theme of love, but I'm following along with friendship and thinking of you. Not everybody is sending out Valentine cards. Not everybody has somebody they want to say they love them. They may care about them, but it's not the idea. It's your lovey dovey. So as a result, I'm using that as the theme for February. Okay, so here comes card number one we're going to make. There we go. So look at this adorable girl and the way she is. And I originally was going to do this one first up, but we're going to go ahead. And what we have to do is use this stamp set. Okay. And we need to stamp the girl. I pre-cut some of this stuff, but I have not cut the girl. So we're going to get going with this. So now I'm going to move that card up here where I see it, but you're not necessarily seeing it. So I'll bring it back in. And I'm hoping I've got a big enough stamp out here. Okay, I'm going to hope this is going to stamp good. You'll want your Memento black ink. By the way, if you want to order the products, and I'll bring it up a little bit later, here is the code. It is 3RVCACCR. Let me repeat it again, 3RVCACCR, because what happens is when you order $50 worth of product under me for this Facebook Live, you will get the tutorials for there's 2 cards, so there's 4 tutorials is what I'm trying to say. Okay, let's see. Okay, good. All right, she did stamp good on that. Then you're going to color her dress. And I've got here a light Highland Heather. And obviously, you're going to get the wrong tip. Obviously, you're going to color it whatever color you want. And I just realized I left one color in the room. Her hair color. So I'm going to probably have to go grab the crumb cake marker for that one. And I also need the ivory. By the way, I put out my blog today, and I did it with the newsletter. I don't mean blog, the newsletter. And I am not coloring perfect today. All right, let me grab 2 colors. Okay, let me grab 2 colors. What I was trying to say to you is I put out the information. We have a 10 new colors of that Stampin' Up! Came out with. And those colors are in the brown shades and skin tones. And I put the link in the newsletter today with all that information. And you can order the new colors now if you so choose. All right. So now I've colored that. As I said, not picture perfect like I like. And now I'm using, I grabbed the light. The ivory is what I grabbed because I wanted to use that for her skin tone. And there's her neck. So I'm using this. This girl turned out so cute. This was one of my B orders. That wasn't one I did right away. And, well, I wanted to grab Pool Party. And what did I grab? Balmy Blue. Hang on. Sorry about me disappearing for a second there, guys. I grabbed the pool party, and what I have here, I accidentally grabbed was balmy blue, and then I grabbed the dark pool party, and that's not what I wanted to use. And I tell you, some of my markers are starting to feel like they need replacement because I love my blends. Okay. I'm going to use the other tip just lightly a little bit. There. Okay. So now I have her. So then your next step is going to be hand cut her out. Do the fussy cutting. Now, I'm probably not going to be too well on camera, guys, for this fussy cutting. So just bear with me as I get this cut. And the reason is because I need it closer to me. I've got a little bit in the camera shot. Okay, so now what I want to do is I'm going to go up, cut that big piece off. So what I'm doing is I'm giving you all the measurements and everything on a PDF tutorial. And it's real easy to get it because it's essentially free if you do a $50 order. So if you do the $50 order, you're going to get the tutorial that goes with this Facebook Live. And I put out this morning, I think, and I may change it, so you're going to have to bear with me, but I was thinking about doing the sailboat one, setting sail or letting set sail, whatever that new sailboat one was, and doing it as one of our Facebook Lives. Now, Facebook Live is going to be every other week, Tuesdays at 2 o'clock in the afternoon. I just cannot do the evening. I've got a little too much going on, and it's just not going to work schedule-wise. So it will be, but it will be on YouTube. It will be on Facebook, and I'm going to try to get it over and get it posted on my DBWS. And by the way, I am trying to keep the calendar updated. I put the calendar in on the events I've got going on. Okay. I just about got her cut. And some of you guys are probably better than I am at fussy cutting. All right. So now I'm going to bring her back in so you can see. Now, here I did her in pink. This one I did her in lavender. Obviously, you're going to be able to do it whatever color you would like to have her in. And looking for, there we go. So now we have a standard A2 card. The 4 1/4 is where it's folded at. It was 5 1/2 by 8 1/2, and then fold at 4 1/4. So that's where the card is. So now I'm going to move this out of the way, and I'm going to bring in her. Now I fuss, yeah, and her is a circle. I grabbed the wrong one. Okay, where did I put my circles? Hey, I pre-cut a circle, and that is the problem when you do this stuff. Things disappear. Oh, here we go. Way over here. All right, here's the circle. Now the paper is right here. Oh, and there's the circle. So I have an extra circle. There we go. So now I have pre-cut that. This is at 4 by 5 1/4. Okay. Not repeating. And by the way, this is the Hello One Friendly paper. Okay. So now what I'm going to do is I'm going to glue the circle down first. And I'm going to glue her on. And if you want, you could use dimensionals. That would be your choice. Okay. Now, guys, I think it works a lot better and everything with me having it this way set up and everything. And you can always let me know what your thoughts are. But I think it makes it a lot easier. Now, I may be a little scatterbrained on where my supplies are on my table when I've got several projects going on. Okay, now I have a butterfly. So what I want to do is I want to take and stamp the butterfly. And I have got 3 of them. So move her up. There, you can see. Don't worry if you get a line around it or anything else, because you're going to fussy cut these out anyway. Now I've grabbed, I think it's mango, but you'll grab a yellow. And whatever color your dress is, I would do a butterfly. Whatever color the dress is. And so because I did a purplish color, I'm going to do this. Okay. And then I'm going to do one pool party. Okay. And I truthfully want to make that a little darker. Now, I got a fussy cut. And you get the paper down smaller. Please make comments. I would love to hear from you on what you think. Do you have a favorite among the celebration items? Do you have this set? Do you like it? Okay, I'm going to lay that up there so I don't lose it. There are 3 of them on her, and I cut that a little closer than I wanted to. Okay, there's another one. And the yellow one is the last one. Okay. Way I've got it set up, it might make the screen a little narrower, but I think it works. Okay. Get rid of my scraps. Bring her back in. Use the dab of glue. Place it wherever you want to place it. One more glue. Then we have one more thing to do. And we may wait on it if I can't find that piece. Bring this down. This is from the hippo one. And I did cut a piece. I don't know about you, but having everything out here. Oh, and I noticed one other thing I forgot. Okay. All right. I'm not seeing it right now, but this, let me pull this out on the hippo so you can see. This is the one I used out of the hippo to stamp the word, celebrate every beautiful thing. And that is what I used. And this one has such wonderful shapes in it. Makes it just absolutely wonderful. Now, if a little later we come across it, great. But I'm going to just leave it off right now. There's your completed card. All right. So now our next move is doing this one. And this one, I guess I colored in purple. So I may change colors around. So anyway, so there's this one. So let's get this stamped. And hopefully I won't leave any marks. Okay. Okay. So I'm going to color her. And this time I got light magenta. And as I said, this is going to be a situation. You can color them whatever color you want to color them. So I'm just switching up the color on this one here. There we go. And again, the same thing with Pool Party on the net. I just kind of give a little bit of coloring to it. My marker is wearing down on Pool Party, so I'm probably going to have to replace it. So, sorry about that one. And then her skin tone is the ivory. So I'm going to color that. There goes that. And I wish I could see comments. For some reason, I'm not seeing them there. I'm going to have to do a little more perfecting on this system. If anybody uses StreamYard and knows why I'm not seeing them on my laptop. Oops, whoops. Wait, I colored that in the wrong spot, guys. Wasn't paying any attention. Okay, let me see what I can do. I do have an eraser in there too if I have to. Let me see. There. We'll go there. Need to just watch which markers blends I'm grabbing. There. Okay, so now we have that part of the done. So let's get the rest of this. I'm going to have to cut this. So I've grabbed some paper that is from the 2020 and 22 in colors is what I grabbed here. And I'm going to bring it over here, my cutter. And I probably won't be cutting in sight too well. Maybe a little. So this is going to go at 4 1/4 across and 5 1/2 down, because you want your wood grain going across. So now I'm going to put this on. Use your snail. Okay. And this is also from the Friendly Hello. I found some striped paper. And this is 1 inch. So I'm doing this real quick. Okay. Now I need one more thing. And I have to just figure out. Okay, so now I have the cloud punch, and I have that paper that has it in it. I think it's the Sunshine and Rainbows paper. Anybody can correct me if I'm wrong. That's Rain. I'm not really thrilled about it. So looking to see. I brought another sheet out that was partial. I just wondered if I brought it out and set it here. Don't see it. So we're going to use it. You know what? I'm going to change it. If you cut around like this, then you can get it cut where you want it. So I'm going to use the one that has little dots of sun. There we go. And I'm going to put that right up here at the top and glue it on. Okay. Take my snail and put her on. And what I did not do, and I hope it will stamp evenly, is a butterfly. And I should cut one more butterfly. Okay. And we'll color those. So I'm going to color that one butterfly up there the same color as her dress. Don't you love colorful butterflies? And then the other one, I'm going to grab that yellow shade I've got. And it really doesn't matter if I'm hanging over that much. Now I'm going to cut that one out. We're halfway through, guys. I'm trying to hurry it so we're not here forever. Okay. Little dab of glue. There we go. There she is. Done. Isn't that cute? So now that one is complete. Okay, I'm going to set that one aside. All right. Now our next one is our car. Now, on this one, I stamped the van. So let me bring the stamp set up. I thought it's this stamp set, Driving By, and I used the van there for this one. But I think I might, well, I think I'll leave it. You know, I think I'm going to leave that. Could use the car if you wanted to change it up. So it's going to be what you want to use. If you want the balloon one, we could do the balloon one. Let's see how the balloon one looks. Or shall I? I think I'll do the presents. I think I'll just go ahead and let the presents be all over the place. Okay, and I'm going to take this. I left the butterfly out. Okay, so we're going to take the car. We're going to go ahead, change it up this time. We're going to change it up. I've got the black here. And all you're going to do is stamp. I don't like that. I'm going to turn it over. That one didn't stamp real good. Okay. And then we're going to stamp the car on a piece of scrap paper. So let's get the car out of the way. We've got it stamped. And then I'm going to color it. And I've got real red back here. So I'm going to color the car in a hurry. We're out of range. Let me get. There we go. Okay, I've stamped those cars every direction. Kind of. And then I'm going to color this. And I know there's a color I left out. And I know there's one other item I left out. So I'm going to go grab them. You can tell my markers are well loved. Okay. And then I'm going to do the middle one with the red. Bottom one with the yellow. Okay. And the top one with yellow. Okay. Now let me grab that two things I need. Okay. What I left off was the black marker to get the wheels, the tires, the black blends. So that's when I went and grabbed it. And one other thing for the next card. And I'm not doing a super good job today. I'm just kind of hurrying and getting this done. Got that little tighter that I like. All right. Okay. This has to be fussy cut out. So now, you know, I'm going to kind of be away from you a little bit. And if you didn't want the presents on top of the car, you could easily cut them off. Okay. So if you want to, I kind of made this one into a birthday. But if you cut the car off, you can change the theme of what you want. Okay. All right. And I know, guys, this is not color perfect. I would take a lot more time doing it. So now on this one, I did put it on dimensionals. So let's put them up on dimensionals. I had to look over there to see where my dimensionals were. There. Okay. There that is. Now we'll put this on a red base. And then there is a stamp set called Wildflower Path. Interesting on this link. Hang on. Just a okay. All right. There is a stamp set called Wild for a Path, and if you've been watching me, I've been using it a lot. And that is where this came from. And I just simply cut a square, a rectangle piece, and I just stamped the words happy birthday. So you can do that to complete out this card. All right. Then we have one more card. Now, how many have done a slim line? Stampin' Up does have the envelopes. They do take an envelope like this. This is not Stampin' Up's. I haven't ordered it because I'm just now starting to make that. And in fact, I don't even remember what I used for the happy birthday on that one. So let's take a look on how to make a slim line. So this card, well, honestly, stuff's sticky. This is actually, got the ruler wrong. This is 7 inches wide, and it is 8.5 in length. So we're going to do this. Seven wide. Do I want 8.5? I'm going to do 8. That is 8.5. And then if I flip it around, it's 7. So there, we'll go that. That should give me I was trying to remember what I folded that at. I folded that at 3.5 is what I did. Okay. And I did manage to find, guys, my bone folder. So there it is. Then you'll need a piece of black that goes down like this. Okay. And then you're also going to, and I'm going to tell you that that is about 1 3/4. And so I'm just going to kind of estimate. You'll need a gel pen. And I don't know if they have any more of those. I, get that again. So what I do is I go down, estimate about the middle. Yep, you're seeing it. Good. About the middle. And all I'm going to do is draw some lines. And I'm going to leave a space for the happy birthday. And guys, I'm not going to stamp the happy birthday today. Sorry. I don't remember which stamp set I used on that. If anybody recognizes it, let me know. Make sure you keep your gel pen lids on. That gives you your lines going down your road. Okay. I thought maybe this would go until about 45. We're close. Okay. Then what you have to do on the drive-by is stamp each of these cards. And I have a scrap up here. So I'm going to stamp these. I don't know that we're going to get them all colored. I've got the car one out right now, so let me grab it. So now you will color the cards according to what you want. And I'll go over my colors I used. There's the van. And I may need another piece to get the balloon one in. Don't know that I can get her in. Well, I might. If I turn this kind of strange. There. Now, I know the car is kind of funny on there. But, so now let's do this. The van was colored in yellow. And I had yellow here. So I'm going to grab the van color. And I'm going to color it real quick. I got to see. Are we getting... Okay, let me move the actual card out of the way. Okay, now move it over. There we go. Sometimes I forget to look and see if we're in camera range for you. There, now. As I said, I'm not doing the world's best coloring job here, guys. So this is not a coloring day. There's one piece here that I want to color the same color as the tire. Okay. Okay, now let me grab my black. Okay, right here is the tailpipe. So I'm going to do that. I'm going to get this around. Anybody have any questions on these? So I'm going to cut this one out real quick. Anybody been watching the Olympics? I've been watching skating, and it's tragic, the ones that are having to be out because they've came down with the COVID over there after all their work. But yeah, I've been watching. Nathan Chin did a wonderful job with his thing. There we go. So now there's one car. Okay, go over here. And I grab my red again. Oh, I forgot to tell you on that one. If you use wax paper. Now, let me see if I've got the wax paper real close. Hey, I do. I forgot about this. All right, I'm going to re-stamp the car. Let me move this out of the way because you're going to get a technique tip. Okay, so let me have the car back. This is just a piece of wax paper from in the kitchen. And I'm going to get myself in camera range, guys. Okay. I want to move this over. This is a piece of wax paper, and I have a piece of just white cardstock underneath. I have black ink. So now what I'm going to do is tap, tap, tap. And I am going to stamp on there. And then I'm going to turn around and take my bone folder. And I'm rubbing it. And you probably can't see it. I hate there. Okay, so what I've done is I took and stamped on the wax paper on this side, flipped it over, put it on my paper where I want it, which is right here. And then I took my bone folder and I went over and over it. Guess what? Now you have your car going the same way as all the rest of the cars. So that's what I did. Okay. Forgot all about that one. So it's called a reverse technique. So if you want to reverse your car direction, you can on this. How's your weather where you are? If for me, we finally are getting a break today. We're going to be close to 50. A friend of mine are going to go out for a walk in just a little bit out the lake. We've been having to walk at the mall and everything. I like getting my exercise in. I usually swim 2 to 3 times a week easily. Everything at the gym. I love swimming. So, all right. Now, this is not perfect, but, well, my glue just went to the floor. Okay. Now we'll get the tires. I'm at least going to get 2 of these colored. And we'll get them on so you can see what this looks like. And then we're going to be done. So just hang to for a second. All right, here we go. Oh, and I didn't color the presents. Okay, let me get this. Wrong end. I probably should have used another color on that level, but I didn't. And okay, now I'm going to cut this out real quick. Okay, got a card cut. Now we're going to bring this in. So now I'm going to glue him down. And put him there. And I have the van. And then the next step would be for you guys to do the same with the, and I'll bring the original up. The same with the blue car. And then put the happy birthday there. Or thinking of you. And you could always cut the balloons off. And you can always cut the presents off. So you could do that. Let me move this. So now you could cut easily the balloons off if you didn't want them. You could cut the presents off if you didn't want them on top of the car, if you wanted to use them for some other way. So that's an idea. Okay, so now we have got 4 different cards made with the driving by. If you don't have it, or you need to put an order in, I would love to be your demonstrator. I blog on a regular basis, as you well know. And I also do a newsletter, and I'm getting back doing the Facebook Live now that I've discovered this way of doing it. And so I'll be doing more of these. So I want you to join in, make some comments. And the more I know that you're listening and watching is going to encourage me to keep doing this. So we all need a little encouragement in our lives. So this, let me know what your thoughts are and everything else and comments. And I'm always available for an email if you got a question or a problem at Pamela@Stampin' Pink Rose. So I hope this gave you some ideas what to do with the drive-by and the catching butterflies. Thanks so much for joining me today and have a good day. Take care.